Hello everyone, welcome to Bozo Schools TV. I am Mrs. Ezekiel. In this video, I'll be taking you on the subject biology. Our topic today is basic ecological concepts. Basic ecological concepts. Before we go into the lesson proper, it is important that we know what ecology means. Ecology is defined as the study of plants and animals in relation to their environment. A study of plants and animals in relation to their environment. Casting your mind back to the introduction of biology. We say that biology is made up of two major branches, which is zoology and botany. Remember, we went further to study other branches of biology, like anatomy, ecology, and so on. Today we are looking at other branches of biology, which ecology happens to be one of them. So, types of ecology. We have two main branches of ecology: ecology and ecology. Ecology and ecology. Ecology is concerned with the study of an organism or a single species of an organism and its environment. For instance, the study of a single rat and its environment. Ecology deals with the study, the interaction between an organism and its environment. Another example is the study of a single grasshopper and its environment. Having said that, let's look at the second branch of ecology, which is ecology. Ecology is concerned with the study of the interrelationships between groups of organisms or species of organisms living together in an area. For instance, the study of different organisms in a river in relation to their aquatic environment. The study of the behavior of students in a particular school and their immediate environment compared to another school in a different environment. Take for instance, the study of a particular school on the Lagos mainland and the study of a particular group of students on the island. Another example is the study of different organisms in the tropical rainforest in relation to their environment. I use the example of school to enable us to remember or to have a better understanding of the subject matter. So, for us to understand ecological concept, ecology as a whole, the study of plants and animals in relation to their environment, there are some concepts, basic concepts that we need to know. Knowing what these concepts are will help us to understand the subject matter better. One of these concepts is biosphere. When you hear biosphere, it's the same thing as ecosphere. Okay, this is the zone of the earth occupied by living organisms. The zone of the earth occupied by living organisms. What are these zones? Land, we have land, water, and air. One may ponder, what are the living organisms that are living in the air? Microorganisms live in the air. The air carrying microorganisms as aerosols. So, the air is also is part of a biosphere. Another basic concept that we need to understand is the hydrosphere. This is the liquid or aquatic part of the earth. That's the region covered with water. It covers about 70% of the earth crust. So the area covered with water, be it river, be it stream, be it ocean, seas, they are all under this group. Then let's look at another concept: lithosphere. Lithosphere is the solid portion of the earth. It is the outermost layer or zone of the earth crust. It is made up of rocks and mineral materials. As you can see in this video, you can see the atmosphere there, which is represented by the air in our discussion. You have the hydrosphere, which is the layer of the earth covered with water. And we have the ecosphere. You can see forest there. And we have the lithosphere. You see a group of rocks made up of rocks, and these rocks contain mineral materials. Having said that, let's proceed with our topic: concept of an ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? An ecosystem refers to a community of plants and animals functioning together in their non-living environment. The ecosystem is made up of two main components: the biotic components and the abiotic components. When we talk about the biotic components, we are talking about the living organisms in that ecosystem. As we can see in this video, apart from the cows we can see here, you can also see plants here. Okay, plants also form the living components of the ecosystem. These living components are further breakdown to producers, consumers, and decomposers. The producers, they are the organisms that produce food by themselves. They don't need to depend on other organisms. They manufacture them. And organisms that fall within this category are the green plants and some bacteria, some organisms that manufacture food for themselves through a process called chemosynthesis. The next group of these living organisms are the consumers. In our video here, we have the primary consumer, the secondary consumer, and the tertiary consumer. The primary consumers are those that feed on the green plants directly. Like we can see on this video, we can see a rabbit as a primary consumer feeding on green plants. The secondary consumer feed on a primary consumer. For instance, we can see a reptile family, a snake, feeding on primary consumer, organisms that feed directly on plants, green plants. The third category of consumers are the tertiary consumer. You can see an eagle, you can call it an eagle or a hawk, okay, which feed on snakes, reptiles, small reptiles, and birds. That's taking us to decomposers. By the time the producer dies, which are the green plants, when they die, and these producers, which are animals, when they die, the decomposers feed on them, and as they feed on them, break down the soil, thereby releasing nutrients to the soil. Okay, let's look at the other component, which is the abiotic component. The abiotic components, they are the non-living things in an ecosystem. These could be climatic factors such as temperature, rainfall, sunlight, and so on. We also have the inorganic materials and nutrients such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus, and so on. Okay, thirdly, we have the edaphic factors. The edaphic factors such as rocks, topography, soils. This all forms the abiotic components of an ecosystem. There are other factors that also form this part of abiotic components. They include storm, fire, flood, and so on. In conclusion, here are some questions to note. Knowing these questions, answering them will give us a deeper understanding and a better understanding of the subject matter. We need to define the following terminologies: atmosphere, habitat, biotic community or biome, ecological niche, and ecosystem. Till I come your way next time, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube, like our page, so that you can get notifications of our lessons. Bye.